So Queen, bless you, bless you, bless you. So this question is an exciting one for me. Because just the fact that you're sat on this sofa and I'm sat with you, what I've learned is I'm gonna give you a little story. About 6 years. I'm gonna behave today. About 6-7 years ago, I used to work for a company, for a residential home.
Okay.
And my administrator at the time, she taught me everything that I know with computers and phones, because I was a little dunce back when it came to computers. Literally, I would switch it on now, would just look at the screen and didn't know what to do. And she taught me everything that I know. Anyway, she went on to get married and whatever now. But whilst we were working together, we worked together for about, I would say probably about 7, 8 years.
Okay.
And like I said, she was my admin at work. And so she knew all my dreams and all my aspirations. But by the time she left and everything, I was still battling with what it is that I wanted to do. And so she went off and got married, and years later she messaged me on Facebook and said to me, "Oh, Jay, how you doing? It's been a long time, sorry I haven't caught up. What's happening?" And so I now just gave her the list of things that I had achieved.
Okay.
And her response to that was, "I knew that you would make it." Now, to General Joe, making it is big car and record contract and, you know what I mean, big house and money and clothes but to her, she was like, "Jay, I knew you would make it." And it made me look back on my journey and realise, wow, it's not a material thing.
Amen.
That interprets whether you've made it or not. It's actually a spiritual.
I agree.
An emotional thing.
Completely agree.
And so, my question to you is, how did you make it? Because you made it. You're here, your family's here, your husband's here, irrespective of what's taken place. How did you do it? Like, how did you do it, Queen?
Self-love.
Look where we started.
Self-love, my faith in God, my determination and drive, and my children.
But let me ask you a question. You see, self-love.
Yeah.
How do you, because I know what self-love is, right? But how did you, what were the steps that you took to begin to love yourself? Because it's a difficult task, right?
It is, because I don't think it's something that people practice enough.
Right.
I feel as though it's only becoming more apparent now, and I actually wish I knew more about self-love maybe a good few years ago. However, I do believe that nothing happens before its time. So maybe back then I wasn't really in that mind space where I can understand the concept of what it means to kind of just appreciate who you are, love who you are, love the skin that you're in and everything, because those things are the things that it just vibrates differently, it just glows differently when you have that self-love within yourself. That makes sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it just gives you that kind of different glow. But I feel as though like I just wasn't ready for that kind of content then, but now it's something that I do every single day.
Wow.
Every single day. Journaling as well, writing a journal.
Really? You write it down, right?
Most definitely. I feel as though sometimes you can get caught up in life, and you may well be going through a day where you're thinking go through a season or a time where you feel as though nothing is going right, everything feels like it's going wrong. But when I look back through my journal, and I'm like, actually, you know what, 2 months ago, X, Y, Z, but now, even if it's the little things, this is what's happened within that time. Because it's easy to forget, but if you've got it written down in that journal, you can refer back to that, it can make such a big difference. So I found journaling definitely helped to me.
I'm learning about the journaling.
Journaling is amazing. I recommend it to any and everybody. Journal your journey, whatever your journey is, whether it be for self-love, whether it be music, whatever it is, write it down. Because with grief, with anything you're taking, the journey is like this. It's up and it's down. But when you get to those points where you feel like nothing's going wrong, it can be easy for you to just focus on that. When you look back, then you're like, you know what, let's reset, let's go again, and then work from there.
So the word reset, I like it.
Reset and start again. That's what I've done.
Is that something that you feel that we should do often, as in human beings? That reset button.
Most definitely. Take a step back, sit back, relax. You know, just kind of work out where you appreciate where you are, appreciate what you have, for the little things as well. And if you feel like life is basically going away with you, because even before lockdown, even during lockdown, prior to lockdown, everybody's on the go. You're going to work, you're coming home. You've got children, they got school run, they got homework. And then you get to the weekend, you got the one day, and then it's back to doing the same old thing over again, and everything is just a rush. But I feel as though for us, lockdown gave us that reset where we can actually sit back and have a time. For me personally, anyway, I found it was a time for me to kind of think, right, you know what do you want out of life? If this is what you want, God, show me where am I supposed to go? So even things like going out, my routine in the morning, I get up in the morning, I'm an early bird, I'm up at 5:30, and I get up in the morning, make myself a hot drink. If it's nice weather, I go outside, and I spend at least 5 minutes meditating, praying. Then I'll write my journal and my gratitude book, and that definitely sets me. And if I get a chance to, I've obviously gone training in the morning, and that kind of sets me up for the day, and it just makes me reset for that moment, even for that day. I am able to kind of reset myself and set myself up ready for the day ahead or the week ahead.
Right. A question. Obviously, I'm not going to go into the whole, lockdown thing.
Yeah.
But how did you? I mean, as a family, did it affect you guys in any way? Has it had an impact, a positive or negative?
Positive impact. Even during COVID, we unfortunately lost my dad to COVID during lockdown, and even though that happened, again, it was just confirmation that life is not promised for tomorrow. It's not, and we had to. It was obviously a difficult time because nobody could get together. You couldn't see your family members. Thank God for modern day technology, because all we had was FaceTime basically, or WhatsApp and what have you. So we wasn't able to congregate together as a family. So even though that was I cannot even express how emotional that time of year was. However, again, it was a space whereby we still had time to kind of think and reset.
Reset again.
So as though it went...
That word again.
Yeah, reset. So even though it was a downside, I actually found lockdown to be very beneficial. Overall, most definitely.
Yeah, okay, cool. So, obviously, you said something really important earlier on about, when you're going through the journey, that you don't have to go through it alone.
Yeah.
And so we've come to my last and final burning question, which is there anyone in particular that you would publicly and openly like to thank for contributing to you making it?
God.
Wow.
Most definitely, God of my faith. There has definitely been friends as well that haven't left me throughout this journey, and they know who they are without me even having to speak.
Yeah.
But with friends and family, they can't be there 24/7. Everyone has their own lives, everyone has their thing they're doing, which I completely get and respect. But the only person for me who's there is God. So I publicly and will always be grateful for his guidance and the strength that he's given me, and even this journey with having lost my son and even losing my father and the things that we've gone through. I know that he's given me this journey for a reason, because I'm a strong woman, and the only reason I'm strong is because I've been through what I've been through, and I'm now able to give back, and I'm able to help others who are going through this. And there's no other beautiful thing, there's nothing more magical than that. Most definitely. I feel as though you do go through what you're going through, like with yourself and your music, when you even though you might not realise it yourself. Like the other day, I think we just spoke briefly on the phone, and I thought, you know what, let me just go through Spotify, and I downloaded an album, and the words in the song, like even that in itself can be a pick-me-up, or, just remembering, or put you kind of in that zone.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
Yeah, I publicly thank God all the way in my faith.
Amen. Well, you know what, Queen, thank you That was nice and just, you know, short and sweet and just
Thank you
full of just niceness. Just, you know, thank you for your time. You know, God bless you and God bless you and your household. And you know what? Just keep staying tuned. And I'm gonna come and see you again.
It's one, yes. Yeah. Always gonna be welcome.
Yeah,
always gonna be welcome.
Your husband don't know, but I'm coming for the shirt. I'm coming for the shirt.
He'll probably cook next time.
Well, guys, know what? That's me. This is Queen Joanne Johnson, and this is You Have Made It. God bless you, and stay tuned for the next chapter. Alright, bless you.